Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And today we're going to be doing another tier list. And as you guys can see, I got most of Nike's basketball shoes. So I just went on Nike.com, did a screenshot of all of the shoes in the basketball section. Well, most of them. There's like the Flyby Mid, and then there's like the Air Max Impact 2, I think, which I didn't try. So I just didn't include those. But anyways, yeah, so if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. But let's get it started off with this list, right? So of course I have 5 tiers. We got S. S is probably like, this is my favorite shoe to play in. It's gonna be in my bag consistently or most of the time. And I just really like it. And of course, this is all just my opinion. A tier is, you know, this shoe is really nice, but there are some things that I didn't like about it. Just like maybe 1 or 2 things that I didn't really like about it, but it's still a really nice shoe. B is I enjoyed playing in the shoe a little bit, but of course it's not going to be better than shoes in the S and A tier. So B is, this shoe's pretty nice, but I'd probably pick something else. C is, I didn't really like the shoe, but I could definitely see some other people enjoying it. And then D tier is, do not get this shoe. This shoe is pretty trash. Maybe the price is a little too expensive or whatever it is. So anyways, yeah, let's get it started off with the Zoom Freak 3. And the Zoom Freak 3, I'd say I put it in the B tier, to be honest. I mean, maybe A, but Zoom Freak 3, I didn't really... It wasn't like amazing, you know. First of all, the traction is you know what I mean. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I can definitely play in it and it gets the job done for me. But of course, if it was better, you know, if it was a top tier traction, I would like the shoe a lot more. And the cushion is very underwhelming, especially with the Zoom pods in the forefoot. Everything else, like, it was pretty nice, you know. So that's why I'm putting it in B tier. All right, next we got the Kyrie 7. So the Kyrie 7, I put it in the A tier, and because it's a mid top, you know. Mid tops I don't really like playing in all too much. That's pretty much the only reason. Everything else about the shoe is pretty damn nice. Traction is top tier. Cushion is very responsive. The forefoot, you know, Zoom turbo unit is nice, I guess. The materials feel very, they're cheap, you know, but it feels really thin and minimal on foot. Support, I didn't have any issues, so that's why I'm putting it in A tier. And I guess we'll just go straight to the Kyrie Low 4, and I'm gonna put that in S, you know what I mean. So the cushion, of course, isn't as nice because the forefoot Zoom unit is smaller than the actual Kyrie 7, but everything about the shoe is amazing, you know. And I guess there is a little bit of heel slip, not heel slippage, but it just didn't feel completely locked down in the heel for me personally. But that wasn't a huge deal, and I don't think it was something like I found super annoying or even a deal breaker, you know, obviously because it's in the S tier, right? It's just like the thing I love about this shoe is that the traction is just so damn nice. And it's just a very responsive feeling shoe, and I feel very light on my feet as well. I had no issues with support or anything, and I really enjoyed playing in it, you know. And of course, it's a low top, so that's why I like it a little bit better than the Kyrie 7. Of course, it can be a trade-off for other people as well. You know, some people might like the Kyrie 7 more, but just in my opinion, I like the Kyrie Low 4 a little bit better. All right, next we got the Zoom GT Run. I put that probably B. You know, there were some things I didn't like. So the heel slippage was a lot worse than the Kyrie Low 4 for me. It just like, it didn't feel contained ever. It was just something that I always noticed when I was playing. So that was kind of annoying. Cushion also is very crazy. The forefoot Zoom unit, at times I really enjoyed it, and at times I thought it was a little too much. So yeah, the cushioning setup is really crazy. Traction was good, but it did pick up a good amount of dust. And I guess support in lockdown, I didn't have any issues. Fit was good for me, so I enjoyed it, but you know, it's not my favorite. And also, I don't think, for me personally, I'd put it in A tier. All right, next we got the LeBron 18, and same thing, you know, pretty much the same thing as the Zoom GT Run. You know, the cushion is absolutely insane. So much compression, you're very high up off the ground. Super bouncy, you know. So at times it's like fun for me to play in, but it's not like an everyday shoe, you know. For me personally, I like to have like a more responsive feeling shoe, and also lighter. So I definitely think like it's not terrible, you know. So I don't think I'd put it in C or D tier, but I definitely wouldn't play in it like a lot, you know. Alright, next we got the KD14. As you guys know, it's S tier. It's one of my favorite shoes to play in. Cushion is absolutely insane. It's just the right amount of softness and has just the right amount of compression for me, where it doesn't feel too soft, but it feels very comfortable and has good impact protection with a lot of bounce with that Zoom Strobo unit. Traction is top tier. Materials are very thin. Although I would say it's a little cheap feeling for a $150 shoe, it's very thin and very minimal. The mid top, I would say it's not like as restricting in the ankle movement as the Kyrie 7, so that's why I don't really mind the mid top as much in the KD14. Alright, next we got the Zoom GT Cut. That's S tier as well. Traction is top tier, phenomenal. Cushion, also you're really low to the ground, but you also get that full length zoom strobo. You have good containment with that foam drop in. I had no issues with support. Materials are pretty damn nice. It's a very responsive feeling shoe, and also it's a great looking shoe as well. Although the price, it's a pretty expensive shoe. I think it's like $175, so that kind of sucks. All right, next we got the PG5, and I put it in B. You know, B tier, PG5. Traction is pretty damn nice. Cushion also very low to the ground. Good impact protection, a little bit of compression and all that. Materials are super cheap. But I guess, what is it, like $110, $120 shoe? So can't really complain, but you definitely notice it on foot. You know, it's just like a really cheap feeling material. But I mean, overall for me, it's a nice shoe, but it's not like a shoe that I like really always want to play in, you know? And I also don't think it's a terrible shoe either. So I just put it in B tier. All right, next we got the LeBron 18 Low, and I'm gonna put this, should I put an A or B? I think I'll put an A, to be honest. You know, usually I don't really like, well, when I'm going to the gym and like I'm not really testing anything, and I'm like, oh, what shoe do I want to play in? It's usually not the LeBron 18 Low. Because I don't know why, but it's a nice shoe. You know, the traction is nice. I wouldn't say it's top tier, but it's solid. Cushion also is a lot mellower than the LeBron 18. You have a lot of compression in the heel, and you're high up off the ground, but it's like you don't feel that crazy bouncy zoom unit, and the React in the forefoot is soft. Materials are a lot thinner, and also the overall weight is a lot lighter than the LeBron 18. So that's why I'm put it in A tier. You know, I actually enjoy playing it, and it's a nice shoe. Alright, next we got the Giannis Immortality, and that's an S tier. For me personally, 80 bucks, you're getting a really good price for the performance. The performance is insane. Traction is top tier. Cushion also very responsive. You get a little bit of compression, a little bit of bounce. Impact protection I would say is adequate, but just how fast you feel in this shoe and also how minimal it feels on foot is just next level, you know what I mean? Of course, in the review I said the support, you know, if you're a heavier dude, it's probably going to be a little bit more of an issue for you. But for me, I didn't really have any issues with support, so that's why I'm putting in S tier. Alright, next we got the Cosmic Unity, and I'm going to put that in A. You know, Cosmic Unity is nice. Traction is pretty damn good. I wouldn't say it's top tier though. Cushion also is nice with the full length zoom strobo. Materials are a little bit thicker than I would like, you know, but if you want something cozy, this is a great option. Alright, next we got the Nike Renew Elevate 2, and this shoe is, I didn't play in it, the 2, but it's using the same exact tooling as the 1, you know, same exact traction and same exact cushioning setup. So take this with a grain of salt, but I really like the 1, so I'll put it in S tier. That's how nice it was. I really enjoyed playing in it, but like I said, they are using a different upper. I didn't really think it warranted a full-on performance review because it's just using a different upper. So that's why I didn't review it. I don't know, should I? You guys want me to? I don't know. I'm spending a lot of money, guys. So trying to you know, save up on a little bit of money because of course I do need to buy most of my shoes to review anyways. So the Renew Elevate I really liked, and the Renew Elevate 2, if it's anything like the 1, it's gonna be super nice as well. All right, we got the Kyrie Flytrap 4. I really hated this shoe. Cushion is trash. Traction is not good. Very unfortunate. Materials are okay, I would say. Still feels super cheap, but it's a cheap shoe, so you can't really complain. I guess it looks kind of cool, but the overall performance I really didn't like, so that's why I'm putting it in just don't get the shoe. All right, Precision 5, S tier. You know, as you guys can see, just in my personal taste, I really like a very lightweight shoe with, you know, a really responsive cushioning setup. You know, like some of these shoes really don't have like a great cushioning setup, I guess, besides the KD14 and the GT Cut. So that's just my preference right now, I would say. But yeah, the Precision 5 is amazing. It was like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, and it's on sale for like 50 or 60 bucks. You guys, like, the value that you're getting from the actual performance is really good. So traction is really nice. Cushion, there's a little bit of compression. It's mostly responsive and low to the ground. If you're looking for something like a nice cushion, of course don't get this shoe, but for me it was adequate. Materials are very nice. It's like a textile material. It feels quality as well, especially for the price. Super thin. You feel very lightweight, right? So I would say the Giannis Immortality and the Precision 5 are probably the lightest feeling shoes on this list. Just this super minimal feeling, you know. All right, we got the Adapt BP. Yeah, 350 bucks, super heavy. I wouldn't put it in, I don't know, guys, maybe C, you know. I don't want to, like, performance wasn't terrible. I guess the traction was pretty good. I did pick up a good amount of dust. Cushion, I mean, it was nice with the Zoom Turbo and the forefoot, and the materials and stuff like that were okay, but, you know, it's just really heavy, really bulky. You're pretty high up off the ground, and it's 350 bucks. So yeah, because of that, I'm putting it in C. All right, next we got the LeBron Witness 5. I'll put that in A tier. You know, A tier, you know, LeBron Witness 5 is solid, traction is nice, cushion also is pretty damn nice. You know, you get a little springy sensation in the forefoot, although it is a bottom loaded Zoom unit. Cushion is okay in the heel, materials are extremely thin, so overall it's a nice performer. The KD Tray 5.9 is maybe a B or a C for me. You know, I didn't really like it all too much. The KD Tray 5.8 and the 7 were amazing, but they changed up the fit, so the fit wasn't great for me. The cushion was okay. Traction also was you know. So because of those reasons, I'll put it probably maybe B or C, C plus or B minus maybe, somewhere around there. Next we got the Zion 1, and I'll put it in B as well. You know, traction could have been better, definitely, in my opinion. Cushion also was a little bit too soft, and because of the crazy compression that you got, I just didn't feel super responsive in this shoe. So it's just not my type of shoe. I definitely think there are people that would enjoy it though. So that's why I'm putting it in B tier. The One Take 2, I would say C. C, it's just not a nice shoe. Traction was pretty bad. Cushion, not that nice. Materials were okay. It kind of had shit mesh, so it wasn't very nice. Fit was pretty nice. Support was okay. But because of the bad traction, I really didn't like it. So that's why I'm putting it in C. Zoom Freak 2, of course, this is an old shoe, but it's still available and it's on sale. So yeah, I'll put in A tier. A tier or maybe even S. I'd say A. You know, traction is phenomenal. I would say pretty much top tier, although it did pick up dust. Cushion is you know what I mean? The forefoot Zoom unit's okay. Materials are nice. It's thin. It feels comfortable on foot, and I had no issues with support. And why not 0.4? Maybe A or B. Maybe like a B plus. You know, there were some issues with the shoe, as in like lateral stability. It wasn't terrible, and I didn't roll my ankle, but it just didn't feel like the most laterally stable, you know. And you are kind of high up off the ground, so that kind of sucks. But the forefoot Zoom unit, the double stacked Zoom unit, is nice. Traction is really nice as well, although it did pick up dust, and the materials are very thin. And you feel pretty damn quick and lightweight when you're playing in the shoes. So, but anyways, that's just my opinion and my list for, I guess, Nike shoes. So of course, if you guys disagree with the list, tell us what your S tier and also what your D tier would be down in the comment section below. Again, if you guys do want to copy any of these shoes, I'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.